into it. Let's talk about weird, messy people. You do know that at least 59 to 85% of the people on your timeline really don't like you. They're looking at your stuff. They ain't liking nothing. They ain't sharing nothing. They ain't commenting on nothing. They're making no weird profiles to follow you. And they don't like you. So I just don't understand why would you follow somebody and want to look at something of somebody that you don't like. A monitoring spirit. I don't do stuff like that. So everybody knows the theme and the heart of the timeline, my timeline. I'm going to talk about my testimony. Number one, the words say that we overcome by the words of our testimony. That's number one. Number two, I'm going to post things about marriage. If they aggravate you, why are you still following me? Good morning, Miss Joanna. Number three, I'm just going to be me. I'm going to show my makeup. I'm going to do my books, whatever. That's my timeline, right? That's my brand. That's what I'm doing. I'm branding myself with that. So I was talking to myself this morning. I'm like, I don't understand why people would follow you, want to know what's going on with your life, but don't want to support nothing that you got going on. Weirdos. They do this. So it was this young lady that was following me. I feel like my lash gonna come off in the corner. It's been giving me a problem this morning. This young lady that was following me. And you have to know people's motives for doing stuff. And that's what was off. Her motives to me was off, because I began to notice that you didn't like nothing. You didn't share nothing. You didn't promote nothing. You ain't comment on nothing. But yet and still, every single post that I post, she would send me a message showing me all the grammatical errors. Now, at first, I was like, okay, I ain't gonna get offended. You know, I can stand a good straightening. I can stand a good correcting. You know, I'm typing too fast. Let me slow down. Because when you're putting stuff out for people to read, you want to put it out with the spirit of excellence. And so I just took it like that. Okay, I need to slow down, right? But it seemed like every single day she was sending me something that I done posted. And she was saying I spelled something wrong. Okay, no problem. I'm going to fix my corrections. Like I said, I can stand the correcting. I can stand it. But I began to notice that you're sending me all these posts that I'm putting up. And yes, they did have grammatical errors on them. You going on my story. You'll screenshot my story, circle what I got spelled wrong, and send it back to me. But you didn't like or comment on it. So I just started thinking, like, what are you doing? Why are you still following me? What are you getting out of circling everything that I do wrong and sending it to me? It went beyond the fact that you was trying to be a helpmate. You see what I'm saying? Because we do know, like I said, anybody can stand a good correcting, a straightening. I can stand a straightening. But I was like, what's wrong with her? Why are you taking the time to find every grammatical error that I'm making, and you're circling and you send it to me? You ain't liked or comment on nothing yet. I ain't seen you share nothing to a group. Because I have this whole thing when I'm helping people brand themselves. You don't put everything on your timeline anyway, because your timeline is your living room. And you don't want everybody in your living room, so you don't put everything on your timeline. You understand what I'm saying? Speed it up. So I start saying, well, let me go look and see what she got going on. I normally don't do that because I don't be kidding. You know, I support. I go straight down my timeline. I'm not biased. In the morning, I go straight down my timeline. Whoever on my timeline, that's who I'm saying good morning to. I'm commenting on their posts. I don't go looking for people. I just go straight down my timeline and support it. Whoever pop up in the algorithm, I'm going to support them. That's just me. So I just was like, what's her point? What's your motive of doing all this stuff that you're doing? You being weird. Okay. So then all it did was, let me tell you the flip side of when people, you don't know their true motive for something and you feel like they're targeting you or whatever. Like I said, I don't know the lady motives. All I know is she just kept correcting my stuff. So what it did was it made me download Grammarly on my phone. Now, before I post anything, I'm going to go to Grammarly. I'm going to put it in Grammarly and I'm going to ask Grammarly, do I have any errors before I post it? Because I didn't understand why she kept doing it. So I'm putting it through Grammarly. That went from me correcting a post to me editing people's books. You see what I'm saying? So when the devil, the enemy come out trying to mean it for your bad, God will turn around and flip it around for your good. So all I'm saying is to y'all this morning, I'm trying to encourage you. When you got a weirdo in your circumference, hello, because that was hecka weird. I don't want to say it was hecka weird for her to take the time and the energy to correct everything that I did wrong. I did get agitated, but I flipped it, and God flipped it. She started making me check everything that I post, which then turned around to make my eye even sensitive to editing people material. You see what I'm saying? So kudos and thanks to the weirdo lady that just didn't think she had nothing else to do with her life but to check all my posts. I don't understand this. Again, I'm not the type of person to go on nobody's timeline lurking. If I go on your timeline, I'm liking and I'm commenting. I'm sharing. I'm trying to be supportive. I don't look at Facebook the way other people look at Facebook because I don't have a monitoring spirit. I look at it as a platform to connect with other people, to do business, to fellowship, to make new relations. I'm not on here trying to be messy. Again, anybody don't like nothing that I'm saying, baby, you got 4 options. Block me, delete me, unfriend me. Don't bother me. But to be on somebody's timeline just to see what they doing, that's just too weird. Like, why take the energy to do that? Like, you ain't got 13 other things that you can be doing with your life other than monitoring somebody's page. Like, who do that? But people do that, is what I'm telling you. And when I encountered that, I know people, like I say, people be watching my page all the time because they want to see what I'm going to say about what I'm going to say. Number one, everybody that's looking at my lives and the replay know that I was married for 13 years and I had an affair. We decided to divorce our spouses. That's the clean version of it. But in all actuality, the person asked me to marry them while we was married, and I filed for divorce. When it was that person's time to file for divorce, they said they didn't have no money. I went to my 401k, took the money, and paid for the person to get a divorce so that we could stand on. That was a red flag right there. I should have known right then when the person said, when it was their turn, they ain't got no money. I should have known that something was up then, but I couldn't see that. I'm just telling you to the people that when you come on my timeline, what you're going to get. You know, I'm going to talk to you about the domestic part of that relationship. I don't care who get mad about it. You didn't walk 3 miles in my shoes. You don't know what I went through. So to be going back, looking at videos, screenshotting parts and stuff, this is all you're going to get on my timeline. So I'm just confusion to why is you doing what you're doing? Because at the end of the day, I'm still going to tell my truth. And my truth is I did something I had absolutely nothing to do. Better. I didn't have that to do. I didn't have to sleep with somebody else's husband. No way I can make what I did right. So only thing I can do is overcome by my testimony to try to get other people to, when you see red flags, when you find out that person is married, to run, stop, and end the affair. Because when your choices, you make bad choices, like my book say, they hurt. When you make bad choices hurt. Listen, let me see what ear that is. Because y'all see, people be thinking I'm lying. I'm lying. When my whole ear was split into two. Like, I mean, I'm going back to say what I was saying originally. This was this lady on my timeline. I don't know what her motive was, but she was correcting everything that she seen. She wasn't liking nothing. She just was correcting everything. She wasn't sharing nothing. She got on my last nerves because I didn't understand what her motives was for doing it. I'm lost to why you're taking the time out of your day to correct everything that you see. Instead of me getting as mad as I did, it developed a fruit. God will use anything to develop a fruit. A fruit and a new trade was developed because she sharpened, her agitated me, sharpened my eye to, I need to do better because I don't like to give people nothing to talk about. So I download Grammarly on my phone. Every time I get ready to post something, I'm going to check it on Grammarly and I'm going to upload it to make sure it was right. Once I start doing that and she didn't have anything else to check, she stopped even liking my posts. She stopped even going on the stories. She just stopped. So that's why I'm saying, what was your motive for doing what you did? But I thank you because now when I'm editing people's books, when I'm ghostwriting people's books, I'm very mindful. I'm very demure on making sure that I'm saying it the proper way. Thanks to you. So anytime we got a hater, a secret hater, a secret agenda, follower, person, thingy, majiggy, weirdo, we're not going to let you make us feel a certain type of way. We're just going to use it for our advantage. That's all I'm saying. Use what the enemy is trying to bring to you, highlight for you. See what it is. Take the meat, spit out the bone, flip it around and get some money from it. That's all I'm saying as I get ready to go. Click on one of those 5 links to shop with your girl. My newest book, When Choices Hurt. It's about my journey with domestic violence. My next newest book is Run, Stop, End the Affair. If you know somebody that's in the middle of an affair and they're trying to get out of it, this is a good book for them. The next one is if all the single ladies need, ask God for a sign. It worked for me. I told him to let me, my man, find me, my husband find me, let him have gold teeth. I ain't got time to be wasting, honey. He did that. Fourthly, my new magazine, Baby Fall Edition 2024 with the front cover, Apostle Andre Williams is now available. 3 ways to purchase it. It's all on the website. And if you would like to feature your business, or you have a story that you would like to tell, or you just want to be in the magazine, reach out to me so we can get you in the magazine, honey. Sugar pie. Your pastor, your mama, whatever your story is, and if you don't feel like you can write it, I'm going to write it for you anyway. You just tell me what it is you're trying to say, baby, and I'm going to make you a story. So check all that out. Shop with your girl. Send me some stars if you got some. If you're watching the replay, hey, I love y'all, and y'all have a super fantastic